Welcome to Nykøbing Mors. Today I'm going to introduce you to the harbor in Nykøbing. It's one of the oldest harbors in Limfjorden outside of Aalborg. It was founded in 1788 and we traded with Norway, England and the whole world outside of Mors. Mors is the biggest island in Limfjorden. It's surrounded by this wonderful water where you can fish and you can sail. You can find mussels and oysters, and of course they're very nice to eat. In Nykøbing we still have a lot of industry connected to this business. We have a place where we make oysters and mussels just to export to other countries. But also we eat them locally, and we have a festival every year where you can come and enjoy music and good food and also look at the harbor. Once a week during the summertime and the autumn, we're going to tell you about the harbor here, and we take you out on a walk from the museum in Nykøbing and down to the harbor where we stand now. This walk, we actually walk in the path of the monks because in the medieval ages the monks came to Nykøbing and they founded a monastery outside of Nykøbing city. These monks came from the order of St. John, and they had a big hospital here in Nykøbing. It was very closely connected to the water because the way you could transport people in the medieval age was easy by water and very hard on the roads because we didn't have many roads. So we had a great sailing traditions from the Vikings, and the monks also knew that, and they had a lot of traffic going in through the Limfjorden into Kloster Bay. The bay area in Nykøbing is a great place just to stroll and to enjoy the atmosphere. St. Clement is one of the saints who protects people at sea, but we have another saint who is even more famous. In Denmark we have 90 churches to Nikolai, and Nikolai, that's actually Santa Claus. He was also a protector of the kids and the prostitutes and the sailors. This church behind me is the city's church, but the monks had their own church a bit further to the west from the center of Nykøbing. They had this big church because they had a hospital, and their patients were sailed to Nykøbing. They came from all of northern Jutland to be cured at the hospital. The monks in Nykøbing, they treated people with medicine that came from plants. And they didn't do any surgery, they just gave medicine. And that's why we know how to make alcohol today, because the monks took this knowledge with them to Nykøbing.